Welcome back from the first half. Right away, we were in the first half when Ethiopia were leading by 2 goals to 0, and South Sudan is still struggling to make something closer. And this game right away. Let us see what South Sudan can do here. And now South Sudan, a good tackling there from Jack. And Jack is still rolling on the ball. Jack with a good play. And giving it there to, that is looking into Amel Hajgok, but failing to get to Amel. And now Ethiopia has to come in, giving into, that's Bettina. Now Bettina has to play fairly to Lydia. And now coming into the box. And missing that chance there. Here again, we see that's Yer Ajong Ton, who play for South Sudan, putting on jersey number 5. And she has been playing all the way from Meluti Stars Academy. And a good play from that is Bethlehem. Grima with a head, hit it out. Now good tackling there from that Amor Sharon. Now Sharon has lost since the first half, and up to now she have never appeared. And now Sharon has to get in. Now coming into that Ajulu. Good tackling there from the goalkeeper. And then nice save. Now Ajulu is really giving a hard time to the defenders and even to the goalkeeper. And good enough to find that Viola Dico. That means Viola, that's Doki, who is very strong in the post. Now with another crossing there, clear out, another chance. What a miss from that Lydia Solomon, and missing it there. And yes, Viola Dico has a really, Doki has a really good move after giving that one a good clearing. Now Lydia, good tackling there from South Sudan. That is Amel Agok. Now Amel Agok has to misplay that Alimo with a good crossing there, coming into the box, 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper, a good tackling there, and that is corner kick. You know, saying that's Julu Adong is really giving a hard time for the South Sudanese team. And now it's clear there. Hit it out. Clear in. And that's a good tackling there from, that is Lydia. And missing that chance again together with, that's Jose number 2. I think this is the substitution that came in earlier. Now Lydia. Playing it to, that's Amor. Good play from Amor Jafar. Now misplacing there from Amel. Now coming in Alice. But that's Amel has to get that ball again. Trying to check in for that Marlene. But now Ajulu Adongo has to come in again. Alice couldn't give her a chance. Now Marlene, Alice. Jack, clear out by Lydia. Missed also from that is Juen Tong. Hit it out there by that Miharit Ayele, coming in with an open boot, and that's really so dangerous from that is Metene. And I think the referee is going to warn her seriously. She has to play a good game rather than giving injury or playing a random day. Playing it to let's say Ethiopia, that's Meret Weseno as a tackling there from that is Marta Machakos. But the referee is saying there is a throw in for Team Ethiopia. That's a good tackling there. Now Ajulu has to get that ball again, giving it to that Seria Tesemo. Teria has to play that one and giving it to Julu, but Julu has to misplace. Now South Sudan has to get the ball. A long one there. Now good play from Marlene Pitia. Oh, Marlene has to play fairly, but she couldn't get that ball again. And Ethiopia has to get that ball away. Now playing it to Lydia Solomon. Now Solomon has to play it back to, let's say, Alimo. Alimo again playing it to Solomon. Lydia Solomon. A good tackling from Lydia Solomon. Now South Sudan has to come in. And misplacing it here. Now dangerous one coming into the box. Hey. I think there is a very big one there from who really give hard time also for the side of South Sudan. Headed out, Lydia, with a good heading there, and that's it. Alor has to come in. There is a corner kick. Ethiopia is really giving a hard time for South Sudan. And seeing that Betena also trying to say, you need to leave me or give it to me. Let me try to make it possible. Now let's see what Betena has to do or what he's going to make on this game. Now Betena headed out by that is none other than Amor Sharon. And Sharon play for Team Moniki. And we all know how they have been performing. Uncountable time. Good tackling there from that is Merit Alele. And the goalkeeper for South Sudan, that's Viola Doki, has a really good tackling and good marking and calculation for that. Now coming into that's say Aleo. Aleo is one-on-one with that is say Betena. But Real has to make it sure. Now playing it very fast to that's Alice. Now Alice has to move and give a chance to that's Marlene, but Marlene has to misplace that play. Now that's Ajulu has to give a long way to that is Seria Tesom. Tesom has to come back with a good clearing into the box. Now Tesom again, a good tackling there from that's Sharon, but misplacing it there and it is a pullback. Foul given to South Sudan. Ethiopia is really doing great at this time. Giving a pass, but now Alice has to get it for South Sudan. Alice with the crossing there, looking to that's a Jack. Now a Jack coming into the box, but misplacing it away and giving it to Merit Alele for Team Ethiopia. Now Marid how to give it away. Long one there. Now tackled in by Betania. Now Betania again playing it to that's a Sarah Tassam has to play it back. Now again playing it to that is Bethlehem. Now Bethlehem has to play it backwards. Now Sasson has to come in. A good tackling from that's a Sharon. Now Sharon has to misplace that one and tackling there from that is Ajulu Adong. I think Adong has really find Sharon now in the mid with a lot of energy. Now Sharon, a good clearing from Sharon and headed out by that is El Shadi from Team Ethiopia. And now Ethiopia is coming so serious, almost to the 18. And now chance coming into Ethiopia, but missing it there from Ajulu Odong. And here they have to play it again. Now a cross coming in. A good goalkeeping from that is Viola Doki for Team South Sudan. Now that is Miret Weseno. A poor play from Betania. Now again, Jack has to get that ball for South Sudan. Jack playing it here, now giving it to that Marlene. Now Marlene has to find a way. That Shara. Now Shara playing it to Jack. Now Jack coming into Alice. Alice into the box, but he has to misplace that ball again for Team South Sudan. And let's see, Ethiopia now has to get that ball again. Now, good play from, let's say, Marid Weseno. But South Sudan defenders are really tightening their defense system. And good tackling there. And they are foul committed. Again is the team captain, that is none other than Amel Gogdeng, who really make a lot of effort during this substitution. During this second half of the game. You can see that there is really a great move from South Sudan now. It's already 56 minutes. Now substitution. Jose number 12 is coming out for Team South Sudan, and that is none other than Marlene Pita, and number 18 is coming in. Jose number 7 is coming out, and Jose number 17 is coming in for Team South Sudan. While Jose number 19 is going in and Jose number 21 is going out. Yes, we have seen how South Sudan have made some substitution here right away, bringing in that Jose number bringing in Jose number 9, that is Jose number 18, F star Tazi, and also bringing in that's Jose number 19, that's Mary, who are already on run for the Team South Sudan. And I think Lydia is already getting some hard time. For that time, I can see that really South Sudan are putting a lot of energy to this game. And we think with time, I think they really have to come back. It's already 60 minutes play while South Sudan is still struggling to come back. And Ethiopia is already leading with the 2-0. The coming of Mary until I think will make some changes for the team South Sudan, and let us see what really she has to do. Ethiopia has to play so softly again. A good tackling there from let's say Alemo. Now South Sudan has to get Mary. Now again, let's say Adele has to get it for South Sudan. Now playing it back to that's Alice. Now Alice has to get a back award. Now finding the midfield empty. And now Ethiopia has to get that ball, playing it to Meret Alele. Now Alele has to play it back to Bethlehem Grima. And now Grima has to play it to, let's say, Adashu at the end. And now Adashu playing it to, that is Al Shedi. Al Shedi with a long cross. Now coming into, let's say, Meret. But Meret, look at that, is very far for her to by enemies to come from behind, and it is so tough for them. But remember, this is the FIFA World Cup, FIFA World Cup Women Qualification. That's a 2026, the first league right away here at Juba National Stadium. Now, Del for South Sudan, Marlene missing that one there. Now coming in, that is El Shadi. Amel has to get that ball again. Now playing it to that say a corner court. Now clear is there, but deflect back a little bit. And I think Sharon has to really put more effort into that. And we have seen how Shena and Sharon Syria are really doing something for the team in absence of Jelo. And now South Sudan has to get his ball. Playing it to that is Jenny Tong. Ding Alice is still around one-on-one to get that with that is Syria. I think it's already counting down for South Sudan. Good tackling there. And again, throwing in. Now Serena. Syria has to pay, giving it to Lydia. Now clearance there from that's a Bethlehem. Almost for that is Ethiopia has to get that chance again. And yes, they have to miss that chance. And that makes really a good time for us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this first league of South Sudan and let's say Ethiopia in the Women World Cup qualification or FIFA Women World Cup qualification 2026, where Ethiopia is leading by 2-0 against South Sudanese team. And remember, South Sudan is playing at home. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this game between Ethiopia and South Sudan, where Ethiopia leading 2-0. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this. And
One, two. And with a sus. Yes.
And with a sus. Quite a bad.
And with a sus. እዚህም ጨርሰዋል።
ግን የሚገርምሽ ልጆቹ ተቀይረ ይመጥ የገቡ ጫታውን በጣም እንትናሉ come decide
Want to?
You move closer.
I want to. አይዞሽ በእንዴ ወይ
Want?
Oh, can you then?
Mic check.
Can you use this one, okay?
Want to? Want to? Check.
What's the name?
Mirat. You're most welcome to this press conference after the first leg match between South Sudan and Djibouti in the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers. With me is the head coach of the Ethiopian Under-17 Women National Team, Coach Rhoda Ali, and Miraj, the captain, including also the doctor who will be helping us with translation. Coach, congratulations. One leg into the FIFA World Cup qualifiers next stage. Describe your game in just one word.
Okay, ያው በመጀመሪያ እንኳን ደስ አለሽ። ያው አንድ ግር እንደገባ ነውና እስቲ በአንድ ቃል ጨዋታው ምን ብለሽ ትገልጫለሽ?
አመሰግናለሁ። ያው አየሩ ትንሽ ከባድ ነበር። ያው ለተጫዋቾቻችን ግን የተሻለ ነገር ሰርተው ቀላል ቲም እንዳልሆነ አይተናል። ለኔክስት አዲስ አበባ ላይ ለሚካሄደው ጥንቃቄ ያለው እግር ኳስ እንደምንጫወት ከወዲሁ አሳውቃለሁ።
Okay, thank you for the wish. So, as we said yesterday, we didn't undermine the South Sudan team. It was a very good team. So, to the result, as you see, we won. So, for the next match, what we have in Addis Ababa, we try to continue this result.
Okay, Captain, a very good game from you. First half was good, and second half South Sudan tried to come into the game. Captain, looking at the general performance of your team, how was the display of the ball from your teammates?
እሺ የመጀመሪያው ሀፍ ጥሩ ነበራችሁ። ሰከንድ ሀፍም ደግሞ ያንን አስቀጥላችሁ ለመሄድ ሞክራችሁ ነበረ። እስቲ ግለጪ፣ እንዴት አድርገሽ የአንቺ ቲሞች እንዴት እያደረጉ የተጫወቱ እንደነበረ።
በመጀመሪያ እና በጣም አሪፍ ጌም ነበር። በጣም ፋይት እያደረጉብን ነበር እና ደግሞ ከፈጣሪ ጋር ድል አድርገን ወጥተናል። ያ ብዙ የሚጎለን ነገር አለ። እዛም ደግሞ እንደምናሸንፍ እርግጠኛ ሆነን እንሄዳለን። አመሰግናለሁ።
First of all, I would like to thank my God. As our first attempt, it was a good game for us. However, South Sudan team was very challenging. But for the next match, we'll try to see our gaps, and we're going to work on that, and we'll come up strong for the next match.
Okay. We open floor for questions. Before we ask, Coach, I would like to ask you, looking at the weather, in the first half, in the first 15 to 20 minutes, the sun was really, really bad, and the display of the ball was completely different. You people took control, and then in the second half, South Sudan came into the game. What are some of the changes you saw in today's game that you are going to work on?
የመጀመሪያ ሀፍ 15 ደቂቃ ላይ የነበረው ፀሐይ በጣም ኃይለኛ ነበረ እና እሱ ያው ለቲማችሁ ቻሌንጂንግ ነበረ እና እሱን ተቋቁማችሁ እንትን ለማለት ሞክራችሁ ነበረ። however second half ግን ትንሽ ብልጫ ተወስዶባችሁ ነበርና አሁን ካየሹ ከዚህ ክፍተት ለሚቀጥለው ምን አስተካክለሽ ትመጫለሽ ብለሽ ታስቢያለሽ?
እሺ አመሰግናለሁ። ያው ፈርስት ሃፍ ላይ ያው በያዝነው አየር ነበር ለመጫወት የሞከርነው። ጫና ፈጥረን ጎሎችን ለማግኘት ነበር። በዛው ጎሎችን አግኝተናል፣ 2 ጎሎችን። ለኔክስት ብዙ ክፍተቶች አይተንበታል። ያገኘነውን አጋጣሚ ያለመጠቀማችን ነው እንጂ 6 ጎል ምናምን አግብተን መጨረስ እንችል ነበር። ጌሙም ልጆቹ ታዳጊዎች እስከመሆናቸው ድረስ የመጫወት ጉጉታቸው ከፍተኛ ስለሆነ ያላቸውን ታለንት ጎሎችን ለማግኘት ያላቸውን ፍላጎት ያው መስራት ያለባቸውን ነገር እየሰሩ አልነበረም እና የተሻለ ነገር ያደርጋሉ ብዬ አስባለሁ። አዲስ አበባ ላይ ካሁን ስህተቶቻችንን ቀንሰን ጎሎቻችንን ሳናስደፈር በቀጣይ ዙር እንደምናልፍ እርግጠኛ ነኝ።
So these young girls are, most of them represent Ethiopia for the first time, and they were so eager to win this game. So because of that, we lost so many goal opportunities. And next time, as we see, and we're going to plan to work on that. And without any score from South Sudan, we're trying to defeat them on the next match.
Anyone with a question? Okay, Fredo.
Thank you very much. Coach, my name is Fredo. I work for Citizen. All your goals came in the first half. The second half, you produced your team, trying to play a bit of the game. You were only playing at the back and the midfield and not concentrating so much at the front, at the attacking forwards. What was the logic behind? Are you comfortable? Was your team comfortable that you were leading 2-0? And that made you to tell your girls to sit back and just relax and play? Thank you.
Okay. የመጀመሪያ ፈርስት ሃፍ ነው 2 ጎሎች የተቆጠሩት። ሰከንድ ሃፍ ላይ ተከላካዮቹና ሚድፊልደሮቹ ትንሽ እንደ ቀዝቀዝ እንደማለት ነገር ታይቶባቸው ነበርና ምን ነበረ ፕላኑ? ተጋግተው እንዲጫወቱ 2 ጎል በቂ ነው የሚል አይዲያ ነበራቸው ወይስ ምንድን ነበር ያንን ኢንቫይሮንመንት የቀየረው?
ያው እንዳልኩት የመጀመሪያቸው ነው ለሀገራቸው ሲጫወቱ ኢንተርናሽናል ጌም የመጀመሪያቸው ነው። ትንሽ ጉጉት አለ። ያው ፕላናችን የነበረው የመጀመሪያ 45 ደቂቃ ጎሎቹን ቶሎ ባለን ኢነርጂ ጎሎቹን አስቆጥረን ከዛ ደግሞ ያለውን ማኔጅ ያደረግን የተሻለ ውጤት ይዘን ለመሄድ ነበር ሐሳባችን። እሱም ተሳክቶልናል ብዬ አስባለሁ።
Okay, our plan was from the beginning, we'll try to score a goal as much as possible, and then on the first half and on the next half, we'll try to manage the game accordingly. But however, as I told you earlier, these girls were their first time to represent Ethiopia, so the eagerness made them to do that. So even though those things not happening as we planned, 2-0 is a very good result. So we'll try to continue such kind of results for the next match as well.
Another person? Yes, Ima.
ፕላናችን እንዳልኩት ከእረፍት በፊት በያዝነው አየር ከሀገራችን ይዘን የመጣውን ጨዋታን ጎላችንን አስጠብቀን ያገኘነውን አጋጣሚ ጎሎችን ማግባት ነው እና የተሻለ እንቅስቃሴ አድርገን 2 ጎሎችን አግኝተናል። ኔክስት አዲስ አበባ ላይ ባለው በአየራችን የተሻለ እንቅስቃሴ አድርገን ጎሎችን እንዳይቆጠሩብን ወደ ቀጣይ ዙር ለማለፍ እንችላለን ብዬ አስባለሁ።
So, as I mentioned from previous answers, our plan was to score on the first half as much as possible and to fulfill that kind of results at the end. But the weather was very hard. However, we tried to manage it, and for the next, we work on that and come stronger.
Any question? Okay, if there are no more questions, we end it here. Coach, Captain, Doctor, thank you so much for coming and congratulations once again. Next press conference will be for Team South Sudan. Well, good afternoon once again. Welcome to the second press conference for the head coach and captain of South Sudan under 17 women national team, Coach Zakaria Moses and Sharon, assistant captain. You're most welcome. Coach, first game 2-0 down, and you're facing Ethiopia again in the next match. First of all, what was the general view of today's match?
Thank you. First of all, I have to thank all South Sudanese fans. They support us a lot. Actually, it was a very hard game, but we tried our level best. As I said before, uh, we don't know the opponent, how they play, but right now we know how they play. We can analyze how they play, and then next game in their home, we are going to face them. We are going to play well.
Captain Sharon, you were one of the players who were on the pitch. First half was completely different, and second half was different. As one of the players on the pitch, what was the experience?
Thank you so much. I firstly congratulate all South Sudanese at large, and secondly, I also want to congratulate our coaches for the effort they are putting and the trust they are putting as the players, and also I want to congratulate our fans for the trust that they are putting in us. That since today is our first game, and as the way we experience the game, which is the first game, and most of our guys, when we say South Sudanese, it is their first time to play a big game like this. So it is a bit challenging. I accept that because you know that some of them they are young, right? And since it is their first time, the intensity of the game, we also that the intensity and the speed of the game was the first half was somehow hard for us, and also the climate because as we watched the two goals which have entered, the wind was trying to be very strong. But coming up in second half, the wind, let me say, it has stabilized, and also as we have analyzed the game in the first half, that is why we were able to conquer the second half. That's what okay. We received two goals in half time. We accept that. But since now we have analyzed the game, that is why we had to stabilize the second half, and we have never conceded. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharon. We open the for questions. Yes, Nicole.
Yes, Aaron, in the first half, so what changed?
Okay, thanks so much for that question. In the first half, my performance, when you say all the team, when they have participated in the halftime, as I said, as also our coach said, which is the first time for some of us to play a big game like this, and we never knew how these Ethiopians they play. But then now, after us uh, analyzing the game, that is why we had to stabilize the second half, and that's why we are able not to concede any goal in the second half.
Welcome.
Okay, coach. Okay.
أنا بديت كلامك الأول. أنا قلت أنا ما بعرف التيم ده أنا لاعب كيف معه كويس. أنا ما بعرف التيم ده بيلعب يعطي سيستم وبيلعب كيف. فأنا لما رجعت حاولت أعمل تبديلات حسب اللعيبة اللي عندي. طبعا البريبريشن بتاعت التيم it was very late يعني كان زمن متأخر شديد. Selection بتاع players it was like 3 days to select the team. Second التجهيز بتاع التيم ذاته كويس كان متأخر جدا جدا كويس. فأنا حاولت أعمل المجهود بتاعي اللي أنا بقدر له كويس في الزمن البسيط ده. التغييرات اللي أنا عملته ما عندي بدايل أنا ممكن شنو أجيبه أكتر من كده لأنه طبعا في مشاكل إدارية. Example let me say some of players they don't have a passport, they are going to make a passport. هم في 23 players في 23 لاعب. So هسه بنحاول نجهز للمباراة الجاية لأنه طبعا ما هيكون هنا، هيكون في ملعب بتاع إثيوبيا في أديس أبابا. Thank you.
Coach, my question is, after this 2-0, can the fans expect a comeback or the game is done?
Come again?
Are you going to turn these results in Ethiopia? Are you sure about that?
Yes, actually, as I told you earlier, that I analyze the game for Ethiopia. I know the weakness for my team, and I know the strong Ethiopia, how strong it is, and then I'm going to work on it, and then we'll see the result over there when we are going there.
Yes, coach. Based on the squad that has been released, I've seen that Vivian from Young Stars was in, and today I've never seen her on the pitch. What happened?
As I told you also, that there is administration issue, passport and all this stuff, transportation coming from, she's already in Uganda, but we tried to bring her in the squad, but we didn't. It's not in my hand, it's in the hand of the administration.
Coach, my name is Ivan Patrick from Scotland, South Sudan. We have seen the 90 minutes. South Sudan doesn't have shots on target. 1, 2, we are lacking the basic of food. Passing and receiving is a big challenge for us. We conceded 0 goals. The 2 goals we conceded, it could have not ended. The same goal we have seen in the final between the Young Stars and Munich FC. Now we're going to the second leg, which is very important for us in Addis Ababa. What are you going to do in order to improve on our scoring and in order also to make sure that we did not concede in Addis Ababa?
Thank you for your question. أنا هشتغل كتير في الويكنس بتاعي. محلنا ضعيف فوقه especially scoring crossing. أنا همشي اشتغل كتير فوقه في الزمن البسيط لأنه طبعا maybe it's going to be 3 days to 4 days after recovery. أنا straight away أنا همشي اشتغل في شنو في التحديف والكروسنج وكيف نقدر شنو نقدر نجيب الأجوال عشان نقدر شنو نقدر نغلب الناس في البلد بتاعهم. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm not all of us. 2-0 down. You stated clearly that you missed some of your key players, also passport issues,
Yes.
and others transportation. And secondly, you said that the players were somewhat late. We didn't have enough time to have the players and have enough engagement with them. And the third one is you said you didn't understand your opponents, how they play, what kind of tactics they have. Now, we are 2-0 down. Our expectation is that these players might join camp if they are in the 23 women's squad to be traveling to Addis. What opportunities do you think you will be able to utilize away from home that you will be missing the 12 players, which are going to be the fans in Addis, to overturn the 2-0 down, to make sure that when you come back, you will to come back with a head up and you welcome them there. Thank you.
Come again, please.
So I am saying, what opportunity do you think you will have for the Junubin to welcome you and say, yes, you did something that will return apart from being at home? Because you're going to be missing the 12th player, which is the fans down there in Addis. So do you think that you will have the opportunity to overturn the 2-0 to something that is winnable, given the factors that the just mentioned?
Yes, thank you for your question. Actually, I'm going to work hard because football, you can win, you can come back anytime. If I work hard with my girl, we will see the result. When we reach there, we are going to see the result. Second, we are not going to take our fund here to Ethiopia, but we have a lot of funds there. They are in Ethiopia. Thank you.
Yes, Samir.
اوكي سمير بول جميل يا كوتش انتوا السبب شنو كونوا فريق متاخر؟ هل انتوا كنتوا عارفين انه في مباريات ولا بس صحيتوا كده لقيتوا انه بكره هيكون في كده؟ السبب شنو ورا كده؟
كويس، شكرا كتير. زي ما انا قلت قبل في الاول، ده المسائل الاداريه طبعا ما في يديني انا اختاروني قبلنا ب8 يوم. اليوم الثاني كان في اشكاليات بتاعت اللبس ما لبس، يعني حاجات اداريه طبعا، وانا بديت متاخر. اول جابوا لي 35 لاعب. ال 35 لاعب انا حاولت عشان انقصه لحد 23 لاعب، فحاولت بقدر ما استطيع في خلال 4 تمارين، تمرين صباح ومساء. حتى في تمرين واحد كان في مطر نزل ما قدرت اتمرن، فانا خليته يكون تاني يوم بصباح، وعملت 23 بمجهود جبار. يعني انا لولا اسيستنت بتاعي بيعرف اللعيبه اكتر مني كويس، كان انا ما قدرت اختار الاسيستنت بتاعي والمدرب بتاع جول كيبر والفيتنس كوتش to know most of players. هو طبعا بيعرف اللعيبه اكتر مني، بمساعدتهم انا قدرت اختار 23 لاعب وياهو خشيت بو في المباراه. يعني كان في تشالنج but thank God يعني قدرنا في الفتره البسيطه ده نقدر نعمل منتخب يقدر يلعب امام تيم بدا قبل اسبوعين. يعني التيم ده بدا بدري شديد كويس، وزي ما شفناهم طبعا جاهزين بدنيا كويس، لكن نشكر ربنا على اساس انه الفتره البسيطه انا قدرت كون المنتخب فوقه ده الرزال بتاعه. لو كان بدري شويه كان بيكون احسن. حاجه الثالث انا داير اقول الكلام ده كلام ان جنرال. انا داير اقول يا حبذا طبعا الكالندر بتاع الفيفا بتاع الكاف بيطلع بدري، يا ريت دائما وابدا لو الكالندر طلع يبدوا يختاروا أول حاجة اختيار بتاع مدرب بيقدر يختار اللعيبة في زمن كويس ويقدر يبدأ يدرب اللعيبة في زمن الدلو. شكرا.
علينا لو شفنا في جنوب السودان دوريات النساء مساج يعني كاس افريقيا بحثا مره واحد في السنه. في اتحادات ما يعمل دوري كاس الجنوب ولا دوري محلي. انت بقول شنو للاتحاد عشان ممكن يعمل دوريات مستمر للبنات عشان يسحبوا بمسحب كويس برضه عشان نفادي الحاجات اللي بيحصل في المباريات لانه البنات ما زي اولاد بيجابوا فوز كل واحد ممكن بدل لكن البنات صعب شويه. انت بقول شنو؟
كويس شكرا. طبعا انا ما بقول فيه حاجه كتير، لكن طبعا الاتحاد نظم حسي الدوري بتاعت السيدات الثلاث دوريات اللي هو بريمير ليج هيكون شهر 8 وده برضو كويس لانه طبعا بيلعبوا محلي. برضو South Sudan Cup بيجوا players from outside. We can scout like under 17 under 15 في البلايرز اللي بيجوا من ولايات ديل ممكن نلقى فيهم الأعمار الصغير التالنتد اللعيبة اللي بيلعبوا كويس ممكن نلقوه في كاس جنوب السودان. وفي الناشونال ليج برضو هيكون شهر 10 على ما أعتقد. الاتحاد طبعا جاهز عشان يعمل الدوريات ديل ويقدر شنو يقدر يلقى good players because طبعا players السينيور تيم some of them طبعا يا مودو إيريس وما إيريس players بعرسهم هنا ما قدرنا نعرف المشكلة هيكون وين. شكرا.
All right, with this, we have come to the end of our press conference. Members of the press, thank you so much for coming. Coach Captain, thank you so much for coming. Hard luck. Wish you all the best in the next game. Thank you.
قفلت هناك؟